Jesus. How have the readings been going so far?
They've been very crazy. So
Nervous, but
just
very
know that.
looking forward. I'm looking forward to it regardless. Last time you read my cards was like last year, so it's been a while. I don't know if I've changed that much, but we'll see. We'll definitely see.
Yeah. What would you like to know about? Just general future, or is there anything specific that you need?
I would say, I guess, yeah, like general future is good, but mostly I think I just need like some help knowing what I should do, you know, like moving forward in life. What should I do?
Okay, yeah. The first card we have is Seven of Cups. The next card we have is Ten of Cups.
Oh.
And the last card we have is Death.
Oh dear.
Which is great, I think.
Really? Oh, thank God.
I love
Thank
the
God.
Death card.
When you said death, I was like, oh my God, am I gonna die? Like, are you forecasting my death? I was like, I'm not ready for that.
The Death
yet.
card has such a bad rep for no reason, but it's
I mean,
good.
to be fair, I mean, it kind of announces itself in a very villainous way. But you know, if you think it's good, then I'll believe you.
Don't worry, it is. So, we've got Seven of Cups for your past. Seven of Cups has a lot to do with decision making and being quite indecisive and not knowing what to do, actually. Which is funny since you asked about what you should do in the future.
Yeah.
Seems like the problem that you've been having in the past was having too many choices and not knowing what path to go on, because it seems like there's a lot of opportunities that keep presenting themselves, and it's a lot. It's like choice paralysis, because there's too much happening and you're overwhelmed by what to choose, what to go down, because it's like, what if one is better than the other? But that also can result in just being complacent and not choosing at all, and then you're stuck with like dreaming about doing something or wishing that you would do something, but all the choices have been there and you just haven't chosen one, so they're gonna remain that way as like what ifs. To a point, it might feel even easier to not choose anything, because then you can just stay in this limbo for as long as you want and not choose anything and just continue on this plateau. But obviously that doesn't help you grow in your life. So moving into Ten of Cups, it's a nice progression from 7 to 10, because 10 is the number of completion, and it shows that after going through situations like that, it feels like struggle is slowly coming to an end. What I feel like is, well, in these cards, it shows two people that are very much happy together, and it shows that they kind of balance each other out. And so what I'm feeling is maybe there's somebody close that you have been working with that has helped with the struggle of choice paralysis and kind of helping to discern what's good for you and what's not good for you. I think it's kind of like, well, it's kind of showing that you've got it all, and a lot of things are moving towards you in your favor in all aspects regarding like home life or romantic life. There's just like, it's just showing a lot of balance. So I think that that's something that you can look forward to, is that, well, if you have not found one person that has helped you with your work and decision making, or maybe they've been maybe they've stuck close to you, then maybe you haven't realized it yet, or maybe there's somebody who has helped you thus far a lot and you haven't noticed, but this person, you know, will continue to be a pillar for you in your life moving forward. Now, the thing with death is that death is the end of something and the beginning of something else. Metaphorically, I guess, your cups are so abundant, it will come a time in the future where things will change, but because it's to better you and for your own growth as a person, that maybe a chapter of something will end, whether you are prepared or not, but it will happen for your good, because something new will come up, something new will appear that will begin, and you can start to move forward towards that decision. So
there's a lot that could kind of mean, and it does make sense, and I like the explanation of death being kind of the end of something and the beginning of something new. I think it's true, and the whole choice paralysis thing is so real, because I imagine everyone feels that, whenever there's a big change that presents itself, or kind of like, I guess, a big 50-50 of like, well, do I do this or do I not? And then thinking about how different my life might be depending on the choice that I make. It's tricky, but I quite like it. I think it's quite reassuring in a weird way.
Yeah, I also think it's a good sign. Usually when death comes out, though, it's like something is ending that maybe you even feel like you want to hold on to, that you don't want to end. But it'll have to, in order for you to grow.
Yeah. No, I think that makes sense. I feel like, I don't know, for like the past few weeks I've kind of been like, or at least for a little while, it kind of feels like I've been putting off a lot of big stuff. I feel like I'm kind of hanging on to like momentary sort of stuff, where it's like I'll take like, oh, I want to be able to relax today, rather than kind of grow or do something productive, because I don't know, it kind of feels like just having a warm feeling for a day is more important than, a meaningful kind of step forward. And there's this like shame, almost like when the day ends, it's like, oh, I could have used this to for such a greater purpose. But I guess in the end, the most important thing is like, there is still time to take that step and to try and do something new. And I think I have wanted to for a long time. It's just difficult, like knowing the right way of doing it, and also, trying to fight back the fear of like, maybe this doesn't work, because I've tried to do drastically new things this year, and they haven't worked like at all. And so like learning to cope with that and wondering, if I try something else that's new, is that also, am I going to carry that kind of shame with me again, or why? But then I think for some part of this year I've been trying to do the same thing as I've always done, and it doesn't feel right. It's very just kind of empty feeling, and it's a shame, because it's something I used to enjoy a lot, but I kind of just can't anymore, and something feels wrong about it. I don't know if that's making any sense, but it feels very validating to know that the cards kind of reflect needing to make a change. That makes me feel a lot more confident about it, I think.
Yeah. Things are looking good, even though some stuff has to happen before it becomes good, but but still.
As long as things are looking good. I think that's
yeah, yep.
To me.
Honestly, as long as things look good, then it's fine.
It's very bizarre, because I'm not really the kind of person who believes in like this sort of stuff. But then both times you've done my readings, it feels like it's very fitting, in a really big way. So it's like it's very bizarre, but I really appreciate getting to kind of, I don't know, be a part of that for a little bit, because it's so different from something that I would normally try and engage with.
Yeah. It doesn't hurt.
No. I don't know. It definitely, I don't know. It's like I'll always sort of view another person's perspective as a lot more valuable than my own. And so because this is so important to you, that makes it feel very important and very real to me. So I guess that's like, you know, I don't know if I would trust my own decisions regarding anything a lot of the time, but then hearing it from you, and I guess by extension from the cards themselves, that makes it feel a lot easier to trust.
Yeah, I get that.
Oh man, well, thank you. Yeah, that's definitely given me a lot to think about. I think it's very much something I kind of already knew, but not that I had ever really been able to think about on, you know, on a much deeper level. So it's definitely given me lots to chew on, and I really appreciate that.
Yeah, of course.